The blockchain technology is the brainchild of a person or a group of people known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Since its discovery, blockchain has greatly evolved to become something else. It allows for the distribution of digital information, but this information cannot be copied. It has created the backbone for a new type of internet. Blockchain technology was initially devised for Bitcoin, a digital currency, but this technology is now being used in various areas. Bitcoin has been referred to as digital gold. To date, the currency has a total value of up to $9 billion. U.S. blockchains are capable of making other types of digital currency. Similar to the internet, you don't have to know how the blockchain operates to use it. However, it is good for you to have sufficient knowledge about this technology to know why the technology is called revolutionary. The blockchain is simply a decentralized, digitized, public ledger recording of all cryptocurrency transactions. It grows constantly, as new and completed blocks are added to it chronologically. With blockchain technology, market participants are able to keep track of digital currency transactions without the need for central record keeping. Currently, it is used for the verification of transactions, but it is possible to code, digitize, then insert any document into the blockchain. When this is done, an incredible, unchangeable record will be created. The authenticity of records in a blockchain can be verified by the entire community instead of using a centralized authority. The block is the current part of the blockchain responsible for recording some or all recent transactions. Once the block is completed, it will be added to the blockchain in the form of a permanent database. After a block is completed, a new one must be generated where writing of current transactions will take place. The blockchain has a countless number of blocks connected to each other in a linear and chronological order. Each block has a hash of the previous block. The blockchain is aware of each user address from the first block to the most recent one. The transactions are immutable, meaning they can't be deleted. The addition of blocks is done using cryptography to ensure they are metal-proof, that the data can only be distributed and not copied. The blockchain is not much different from the things you are used to, such as Wikipedia. In the blockchain, many users are allowed to write information into a record, and the changes and updates done to that record are controlled by a community of users. The entries in a Wikipedia are not the product of a single publisher. No single individual is responsible for controlling entries. The two, Wikipedia and blockchain, run on a distributed network, which is the internet. However, the Wikipedia is built on the World Wide Web, WWW, by the use of the client-server network model. A user whose account has permission is allowed to change the entries, which are normally kept in a centralized server. The user is always provided with the updated page or the master copy. There are Wikipedia administrators tasked with the responsibility of controlling access and permission to the entries. Blockchain creates a different digital backbone due to the use of a distributed database. This forms its most unique and important feature. Each network node updates the record independently, and the most popular record becomes the de facto official record, and all the nodes end up with the same conclusion. In the blockchain, transactions are normally broadcast, with each node creating its own version of updated events. Thus, there is no need for a trusted party in the blockchain who can be tasked with the responsibility of facilitating the digital relationships. Digital trust in blockchain. In digital operations, trust involves proving identity, authenticity, and proving permission, authorization. The goal is to determine whether a user is who they claim to be and whether they are allowed to do what they need to do. In blockchain technology, private key cryptography is employed to implement the authentication mechanism. With a private key, one doesn't need to share more information about themselves for an exchange. The blockchain relies on a peer-to-peer distributed network as a way of avoiding the problems associated with a centralized failure. The distributed network should be committed to the security and record-keeping of the transaction network. Authorization of transaction on the whole network results from the application of rules according to which it was designed.